The Turkey Valley Trojans ended up with a big victory last Friday night, 58-8 over Tripola. Here to talk about it, head coach Mark Scott. And coach, it looked like he got off to a good start and just kind of kept rolling. Is that a fair assessment?
Yeah, we played well, executed well. Defensively, our plan, kids bought into it and worked like we wanted it to.
And looking on the defensive side of the ball, 5 tackles for a loss, 1 sack. Hugo Busta coming up with 2 picks for you. What made your defense click at a high level last week?
Well, we played three pretty tough teams in a row, so the kids are used to physical just play and speed, and that played to our advantage. I think your kids realizing how fast and how hard that you have to go on defense.
And on the offensive side of the ball, running game really clicked. 410 yards on the ground, a couple of 100 yards rushers with Logan and Hugo Busta, and they're doing it with 4 and 3 carries. What allowed the running game to perform at a high level last week?
We are we were probably a little faster than them after we got by. They only had a couple of kids that we could keep up with us, and up front we blocked. I mean, those long runs. Hugo actually had two long runs. One he got caught on, but the other two he didn't get touched. I mean, he just went through, and it's pretty easy to run the ball when the line blocks. The other seven guys block their guys, and you just run down the field. But he showed know where to run and accelerated, and the other guys got on their people and kept them off him.
How much growth have you seen with this football team if you look back to week 1 to this point in the season?
A lot. I mean, we've gotten better tackling and sustaining block, which two huge keys in any game of football. And hopefully we stay with that and play well this week.
And this week you make the trip down to Cedar Valley Christian. What are you expecting out of that matchup?
Well, they had a nice kid join their team this year. He's their quarterback. He's big, strong kid. He can throw a ball a long ways, and they got a couple. They got several people that can catch the ball. They got little number twos, a little back coming out of the backfield. He's got great speed, and they like to throwing the ball coming out of the backfield, which can create problems for teams. Hopefully, we can keep that contained. And on defense, they got a couple of kids that make a lot of tackles. Their nose guard and one of their DNs and the middle backer. They make an awful lot of tackles.
And last week's win did you clinch you a, playoff spot going into this week. How rewarding is it to get to play at least the ninth game this year?
Well, if we're not the wild card, it'll be a lot more rewarding. If we're the wild card, well, it's nice that we made it, but I prefer not to be the wild card.
And is that the motivation going into this week, knowing the fact of potentially you could host a game next week if you take care of business this week?
Yes, I hope that's yeah foremost in their brains. Yes.
All right, Coach. Hopefully that's exactly what happens, and it's a happy bus ride home come Friday night. Keep you guys healthy. We wish you best of luck.
Thank you, sir.
Mark Scott, head coach of the Turkey Valley Trojans, a trip to Cedar Valley Christian this Friday night.